Hello, welcome back to my channel, Thrifty Day. On today's episode, I'm going to be addressing a few questions that I seem to get a lot. And the first one is, how do you use a journal like that? A lot of times that question can be phrased differently. They'll say things like, oh my gosh, the pages are so busy. How do you write in that? How do you use it? So I wanted to make this video just to clarify how I use my journal. And there are 4 basic ways I use my journal. The first way I use my journal is as a traditional scrapbook. So when I journal about an event or something that my family's done or I've done with my friends, I often try to save things, whether they're labels from clothes, receipts, photos, anything that is paper or can be put into my journal, I usually try to save as a memory. So you'll find tickets or patches or stickers, and it's kind of the way I tell my story. It's not just writing, it's also visual. So that note that was left from me from the Bob Baker Marionette Theater, I actually cut out and used in my layout because it was a memory. So it's not just a photo or me writing about my experience. They're actual visual cues that I use throughout my journal. And I staple them in, I tape them in, I glue them in. And those tangible memories are part of my journal. And that's what creates my scrapbook. And using scrapbooking as a form of journaling for me is probably the most common way I utilize my journal. By saving bits and pieces and mixing it with photos and words, I think that's the way I express myself probably the most in my journaling. The next way is very simple. It is just written journaling. Some pages are just very heavy in writing. I really want to get out my feelings, my emotions through the words that I have in my mind and in my brain. And something that is a very strict rule for me when I journal is I don't worry about spelling. I don't worry about getting the right punctuation or making sure that it's super legible. For me, it's all about getting my feelings out, getting my emotions out, and really just getting those words onto the page and recording my thoughts. So I do use that very much so in my journaling, just actual writing. Another pretty basic way I use my journal is just as a photo album. I will put just a lot of photos into a layout and use smaller bits of journaling to talk about them. So this entire layout was just washi tape and photographs. And so I will often use my journal just as a very specific place for my photos. So it is a photo book. And that is the way I choose to record my memories and share my process. And the last and final way that I use my journal is as an art journal or a creative journal. Sometimes there are no personal ephemera, there's no personal photos. It is just a way for me to express myself and be creative and be artistic. And I'll use all sorts of mediums. I'm going to show you a layout that I did for this video just to show you don't always have to have pieces that have super specific meaning or photos that are something that you cherish or even a lot to say. You might just feel creative. And I think that using your journal in that way is such a beautiful way to express yourself. And so that when other people pick up your journal, they'll look at these more artistic pages and really see a reflection of you. This particular layout is a wonderful example of just a way for me to be creative and express myself artistically. I wouldn't say that any of these pieces were personal ephemera, but they are all things I love. And so I was just really able to be creative, do a little bit of journaling, and I really feel like this page is a fun reflection of me and my thoughts and things that I'm interested in. So those are the 4 ways I use my journal. I use it as a scrapbook. I use it as a traditional written journal, I use it as a photo album, and I also use it as an art journal. This is the best process that works for me because I want my journal to be something that I pick up almost every day, something I can create in, something I can be proud of, and something I can be excited about doing every day. So let me know how you use your journal in the comments below. I would love to start a conversation. I would love to answer any questions. I am so grateful for the community that I've created here on YouTube, being able to chat and exchange thoughts and memories and wisdom regarding our journals. So thank you so much for watching this video. I hope that you learned something and I hope that you were inspired. Please like this video and subscribe to my channel. I'm so grateful for the support. It's grown immeasurably and I am beyond excited to see what this year will bring. Have a great day, everyone.